folks, we are back in Project Motor Racing. I know what I'm playing, honest, and we are off to Sebring and a circuit that I actually enjoy racing on. So hopefully today will be a better showing than last time. And my slightly disappointing 7th place, was it? Yeah. So I'm going to take the... Oh, we're on the... full circuit? I think so. We're going to take the possibly stupid choice to skip practice, I know, and jump straight in. A few tweaks to ensure that are done, I guess. Max traction control. Yep. 20 litres of fuel is going to be plenty for qualifying. So let's get to work, shall we? And see how we get on. So since the last race, my latest mod has released the MX-5 career expansion, which it would have been nice if I was using it while we were still racing in the MX-5, and we could always jump back in and dip into a few of those races. That was basically, I realised that it was not too challenging to create custom race events, and kind of fun. And it's playing with XML, which is something that I enjoy. I know, not for everyone, but something that I really enjoy. So yeah, I jumped on that, and I was really curious as to what I could push in terms of setting up events. So if you haven't looked at that, and you play Project Motor Racing and you play the single player career, it is a little bit different, or some of the events are a little bit different to what's in the standard events. Dude, that could have been all me. Race etiquette and all that. In that, one of the races is at night. So there's a European Championship? No. There's a European Championship. One of the races is at night. One of the races is in the wet, which is really challenging. I really struggled with that one. There's a couple of endurance races, which the MX-5 doesn't have. Most of the other classes do. One of those, the Sebring one, simulates the fact that it's much longer than it actually takes you, in that the time progresses really quickly. So you end up racing through, depending on how long it takes you, like slightly more than a day, because it has accelerated time progression on it. I thought that was kind of cool. So you start off, you go through the night, through the day, and the weather changes as well, or can change. So yeah, it's just kind of experimenting with which of the features you can take from like the quick race weekend setup into a championship event. Turns out quite a lot of them, with a bit of practice, and experimenting on how you set those features. It was good fun. I enjoyed it a lot. Yeah, some of the races I don't particularly like. The Bathurst Endurance Race, don't like that course at all. The Nordschleife Endurance Race, horrible. The Sebring Endurance Race, really enjoy. It's the one that I have done to test fully of the endurance races. It's the one that has the time progression on it, because this is a course that I really enjoy racing on. I don't know why. I spent quite a lot of time driving around it, just quite trying to get familiar with the game. I don't know why I picked this track, but yeah, so it's yeah, and I think that's like a 30-lap race, something like that. So, in an MX-5, it takes a while. Get comfy. I found it good fun. That's one of the Moslers ahead, which were significantly faster on Daytona, but I guess not here. Track limits. Yeah, that's one of the Moslers. Now, are we going to be much quicker? I don't know. I'm not sure what wing setting we are running here, but yeah, let's try not to crash too hard. But it would be nice to get a decent qualifying position. And because of track limits, we got no time. Brilliant. Let's try and get a clean lap, shall we? Whilst dealing with some traffic. We can get past this guy. Pretty sure we're quicker than him. Can I get past him coming up to the hairpin? Don't know. We will see. We will see. I think that's going to be quite a risky overtake. But hey, nothing but enthusiastic. Nothing but enthusiastic. I think it repairs the qualifying damage before you go into the race as well. So that shows me that we can be quick around this circuit as well. So that's good. That's going to be another track limit violation. Maybe I just try and get myself some space for a hot lap. That might be better, rather than trying to overtake them. But I tend to be more aggressive than that, so yeah, I don't know. I can see, yeah, might be the way to do it. That might be the sensible way to do it, but we tend to go full attack here. The VFC, which is always, really the best option. I don't know. Like the way the bonnet's moving. 100% imagine that being a thing with a Morgan as well, because these things are, what the original's made out of, like wood and canvas and stuff. Yeah, I could 100% see that being a thing. We have put a time in at least. Not a great time, but we have got a time at least. Let's see if we can improve on that time. There's definitely a lot of time that we left out. See if we can get some of that and get further up. Best time is not quite pole, but we get one more lap in, maybe two. So this needs to be a good one. And we've got traffic in front of us, so bit of gap that we had might be enough that we can do a hot lap without getting in the way. Don't know. So, yes, the thing to do is drive my race and not worry about what they do until they're a problem. But I tend not to do that. I overthink things, okay? And that's not always a great thing. But yeah, if we can nail a decent lap time, I think we could end up with a decent grid position. Now, it always doesn't work out well for me because turn one can be utter carnage, and sometimes being sat at the back of the grid and like working your way up is quicker than being at the front and getting the shit beaten out of you and trashing the car. So, and it pulls down on a 10:02. I was planning to try and remember who won the last race so that I could at least hope that I was doing well in terms of the championship, because the important thing is the championship. It's not winning individual races. The important thing is doing well in the championship. Third, I'll take third. Let's jump back in pits and sort our setup out. So we need 6 laps worth of fuel. So 19 litres. We currently have 20. I'm going to stick with 20. 20 will be fine. So let's progress to the race. Did we finish qualifying in third? It's not the two Moslers again. The two Moslers. So the car we were following actually qualified just ahead of us. So yeah, I'm optimistic. Let's get stuck in, shall we? Was that? Yeah, that was the one that was just in front of us. See if we can not screw up on the start line and do what we can do. Come on. Well, yeah. Instantly lost 2 places, 3 places off the start, 4 places. So that's the thing. If I can just try and keep it relatively clean, I'll be happy. Because, yeah, the start of this race can be messy. And I'm going to take that. Ending up back in 4th place is not awful. I did a race on here last night. I'm running an offline. Not offline, you know what I mean. I'm running another career as well. I did a 16 lapper on here last night in a GT4 car. It's the Ford Mustang GT4. And like the first 8 laps, I was fine. Again, I was in 1st place for like the first half of the race, and then it just fell apart. Now, to be fair, I was wrecked. I'd been at work all day with a banging headache, and yeah, it all just fell apart, and I ended up in like 7th. Which is so often how it seems to go for me, that I do okay out of the gate and then just all goes wrong. Let's see if we can keep up with these Moslers, because they're quick. They're quick. But can we be quicker? Didn't check the downforce that I'm running, but yeah, can we be quicker? Who knows? Stay tuned to find out. I love the way that bonnet flexes. That is a detail I'd not noticed before. Don't know if I'm assuming some of the other cars do it as well. But yeah. And I was talking earlier about the new mod that released. If you're on console, I have found out that apparently if you look in the description of it, the text for it doesn't scroll. So you can only see part of it. So if you want to read all of the text that I wrote describing the mod, if you go on to the Project Motor Racing website, you can see it there. I have let Straight4 Studios know that that's an issue on console. But yeah, hopefully that will get sorted at some point. But for now, you need to go to the website to read it all. You're just missing the explanation of 2 and a bit of the races. Some of the endurance races. Yeah, a bit annoying, but it's not as good a text as I wrote for the championship that's added, but you might want to read it, so head over to Project Motor Racing's website and the mod section on there, and it's in there. I guess it's not really been a problem before because it's the first mod I think that's had really long descriptive text. Eagle's GT4 F1 engine may also have a lot of descriptive text. I'm not sure, and that might also be suffering from the same problem. So yeah, another fun mod. Not so great for me at the moment because the auto gearbox shifting doesn't work great, because that needs an update to a file that to auto generate Weir's modders can't currently do. Eagles has got to play it doing it manually, but it's a bit of a faff. All of the tools that we need don't exist yet, which is really annoying. But, you know, here's what it is. Come on, that was not the best line. I've got a real feeling that Mr. Harrington might have been the guy who won the last race. I don't know what the next circuit is. Yes, it'd be really nice to not have a circuit that favours these really powerful Moslers. But I guess that's America for you. And maybe some of the other championships will favour our car better. I should brake for corners. Remember that, folks. Brake for corners. I just think like the UK one is a pretty power heavy one because like Silverstone's power circuit. I'm not sure what we try after this. And there's always the option that we look at a different car, you know. But see how we get on. We'll see how we get on. I really like this car, is the problem. We could change to the Mantara, which is a rippingly quick car, to be fair. In a lot of the stuff that I've done, it's done better than these Moslers. These Moslers are, unless they've had an update, they were not as dominant as they seem to be now. I don't just want to buy the fast car. That seems kind of boring. I could get good. You know, could get good. I'm only running a 5% more difficulty, but I find it quite funny. Actually, people that comment on games that don't always play them based on, maybe they're basing it on because they watch other people play them and the people say stuff, but I don't know, it's kind of weird. This is a game that has a very polarized view from people, and I mean, some of that I know is based on some of the history around the game and stuff, but for me, this is a game I play because I enjoy it. Actually, there's an interesting discussion in the PMR Discord today around what makes a simulator realistic. And there was a lot of, well, Sims have to be hard to be realistic. And some of that came from, talking about iRacing, which for me is impossibly hard to play. I've tried playing iRacing. I've tried driving several of the cars in iRacing, and I just cannot drive them. And it's like this, if it's not impossibly hard to play, it's not realistic. Now I know some people who have real racing pedigree have played this game and said, oh, it's not realistic at all, and that's fine. But for me, it's not about realism, it's about fun. I will hark back to Farm Sim and the old realism is key joke. About playing games that you enjoy and are fun, folks. And whether you like this game or not, if you don't like it, why are you watching me play it? Maybe you're watching me play it because you enjoy what I do. I don't know. But I'm enjoying playing this game a lot. I'm enjoying doing modding on this game a lot. I'm really limited on the modding that I can do because I'm not a good modder. But I'm enjoying the stuff that I can do. So if you don't like that, don't watch what I do. It has nothing to do, I think I spoke in the last video about someone questioning my moral judgment because I'm enjoying playing a video game by someone that I don't like. It has nothing to do with the history of that person and their morals. It is literally to do with the fact that this game tickles the enjoyment parts of my brain in a variety of ways. To the point that last night, when I got home, completely exhausted, having had a headache all day, I erased it again, you know? It's fun for me. It's more fun for me than playing a farming game sometimes. It's not more fun for me than playing with my beavers. If you're laughing, that's fine. That's the level of sense of humour we have around here. Yeah, I enjoy this game. I don't enjoy iRacing. I tried it. I tried Assetto Corsa Rally. That's the new one, isn't it? Didn't enjoy it. Refunded it on Steam while I could. Yes, probably a skill issue. Don't care. You know? Maybe now I could play it and I'd be better because I've played this game and invested the time to get better at driving it. I very briefly played Assetto Corsa. Assetto Corsa? Last week? A few weeks ago. Over the Christmas break. I wanted a driving game that was on Steam because I was testing out GeForce Now. And I don't have this game on Steam, I have this on Giants. And because of playing this game, I was a bit better. Now maybe I would be better on iRacing now. I don't know, but I don't care because I don't like how you have to pay for a subscription through iRacing. I might still have my iRacing subscription because I got a really good deal on a 12-month subscription. But yeah, I don't care. Because I'm having fun playing this and I don't have to pay for separate cars and tracks and stuff. I have the cars and the tracks that are in the game. It works for me. Someone has suggested it. I've had a few suggestions to play Race Room. And the problem I have is that two problems. There's always two parts to a problem. If you're new here, there's always two parts to things. One, I'm not a sim racer and not a sim racing content creator, and there's only so much space in the schedule for playing video games. And two, I only have so much time to play video games, and so there's only time really for me to play one racing game because I like playing other games. So currently that game is Project Motor Racing. And that's not because it's published by Giants, it's not made by Giants. Oh, that bugs me. All of the Farm Sim fanboys who are upset because Giants published a game that's not Farming Simulator and think that it's destroying Farm Sim. But no, it's not because of that, because I don't have exclusivity selected as part of my partnership. It's a time thing. Time is finite. And I have a real job. So yeah. In that, if I don't screw this last corner up, we might actually win this race. Which would be a freaking miracle. It's a not Christmas miracle. Well, actually, I maybe got a little bit better and the track suited the car more, but let's go with, yeah, because I don't believe in miracles. I got a little bit better. The track suited the car more. Awesome. Why am I going to pit? I hate that bit. I'm not going to pit. There is no need to pit, sir. We have finished. That is a little pet peeve, actually, because I run a light fuel load. Quite often I will be on the last lap and I will be going into the last lap and it will tell me to pit. save the replay because I want to try and get a better thumbnail. That makes the game lag for a second. And we'll finish the weekend. 40 grand. Very nice. I'll take that. How much damage did we do to the car? Only 3 grand. Very good. Where are we in the championship? We're up to 3rd. Yeah, so Mr. Harrington. So the 2 Moslers are doing well. So they're going to be our big rivals this time. We're off to Lime Rock Park next time. So hopefully that might suit us better because it's not really a pure power course. But we'll see. And that's it for today, folks. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, click the like button. Thank you to the patrons and the YouTube channel members. I will see you guys next time.